Hey guys, hey, what's going on? So I just did a video talking about Beatty. I think that's her name. I think that's how you say it. Defacing the mural. And as I was doing a video, somebody was like, "Oh, Amazing Lucas went in on her," and I was like, "Why would he do that?" And I'm not about to bash Amazing Lucas because I have respect for him, but I want to make a point. I mean, I did leave a comment and I said, you know, I thought you went on her too much. I was like, damn dog, like that was kind of fucked up, man. You didn't have to like take it to the knuckle dragging and low IQ stuff. But he has his opinion. And what I want to point out is that, you know, it's okay if other conservative black people don't like conservative black people. I don't know why people flip out so much if you criticize, you know, if you're a black person that criticizes another conservative black person. I feel like other black conservatives get it so much more than people that are white conservatives when they criticize each other. And I'm just like, all right, he's entitled to his opinion. I don't think he's an SJW. I'm not gonna like not ever watch another one of his videos again because of it. I'm not gonna, you know what I mean? I just think that, you know, it was too much. And my thing is like, I'm like, why, dude, why are you so like concerned about looking crazy to people that are crazy? Like, you know, they're like satanic blood drinking, adrenochrome drinking, perverted pedophiles that want to take over the planet, yet you're afraid that we're gonna look crazy to them. Like, I don't get it. Like, why are you even concerned about that, right? Why? But the thing is, I think, so I'm not gonna go in on him that much. I have respect, and it's funny because last night I did a call-in show and I had a caller to call in, and he asked me, you know, like why I didn't like Candace Owens, and I took it as an opportunity to kind of give people the rundown of the YouTube drama that happened between all the YouTubers a couple years ago on this subject. And one thing I did bring up, I was like, I like the fact that Amazing Lucas will call out other conservatives if he doesn't agree with him. And a lot of other conservatives are afraid to do that. Like, I know there are other conservatives that don't like so-and-so, they don't like this person, but they don't have the balls to do that because they think that we all should get along. But no, we don't. We shouldn't. We don't have to all get along. We don't have to all think the same. We don't have to have a hive mind, okay? We're allowed, you know, black people, we have differing opinions and points of view too. I think we're allowed that, and I don't think we all have to kiss each other's asses and hold each other's hands and sing kumbaya. But I said I respected Lucas at that time because he was the only one really besides me and Tree of Logic that and maybe there are other people that I'm missing, but you know, that actually was able to come out and try and, you know, be like, I understand why people like her, I understand why people don't like her, and this is why. And then he got lambasted for that too, and I'm just like, dude, like, you know, how it was like, oh, how dare you criticize her? And they're doing the same thing to me. It appears to me to him with Bethany. Okay, well, I mean, he's like, if he doesn't agree with how she did it, so what? So what? Like, what? Why is that a big deal? You know? I mean, like, dang, like I just think they're the people that are just taking it too far, and I think they're taking it too far because they want everybody to get along and they don't think we should fight. And I was saying I saw Brandon Strzok do an interview, I think it was on Project Veritas a few weeks ago, and he was talking about a particular person. I think I know who it was, but you know, he was saying the same thing about, it's like conservatives should be able to criticize other conservatives, and if you know, there are people that know that they can kind of get away with it because they will use that to their advantage to get other people to lambaste the person that does the criticizing, because you know, they know that conservatives have this mentality. Now, I don't think Bethany's doing that, and she called him out. I mean, she did, you know, he called her out, he called her out, she called him out right back. I mean, end of story. It can just end there. It doesn't have to be like this big old dramatic thing, okay? I think that because we're in a war, it's gonna take different tactics to win. And the Antifa and the Black Lives Matter are so violent and they're so vile that sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. You do. Like, there are people that get mad at me because I curse. You know, I'm like, well, they try and destroy people's lives, okay? They're baby killers. They're doing all these, but I say like the F word and like, oh my God, I'm like a terrible person and Jesus doesn't love me anymore and I'm gonna burn in hell. That's retarded, okay? So, I mean, I agree with it. I thought it was great. And her video when she went to police station was great. She made a lot of good points. Now, you know, I don't care whether it makes us look bad. I'm not concerned about that. I don't think that we're going to get through this situation that we're in just by voting for the right person, right? And just by being nice. You know, I think a lot of conservatives don't have balls. So it was really great to see that. A lot of conservatives don't want to fight. A lot of conservatives want to act like they're the better person, but are they really? Because they're just putting their heads in the sand and looking the other way, thinking that I'm going to be the better person, but they're just like letting evil prevail and not doing anything. Evil progresses when good men fail to do nothing. You all know that by now, right? Right? And, you know, I was listening to her and I was watching some of her other videos, and maybe she's a little bit I'm going to say, I can't think she's like salacious, not salacious. She's a little bit more Christian than I would say I am. But I feel like we can agree on some terms. I would really like to meet her. I understand her passion, and I understand her urgency in wanting to, wanting to bring attention to this. And it's just like they're terrorizing the Black Lives Matter movement and Antifa. They're fucking terrorists. So we're just supposed to let this slide and be okay. We're gonna like vote them out when they were never voted in anyway. Like how are we going to deal with this? What is the proper way to deal with this? Oh well, you're just gonna walk by the Black Lives Matter murals that they're painting all over, and you don't agree with it, and you're just gonna like roll your eyes and suck your teeth and be just like, that's a shame. Those people, like, they're just so mean and they're so evil. Like that's all you're gonna do. You know, I'm glad, and there have been so many other instances too of that happening, of other people, you know, defacing the murals. Well, I feel like the murals in itself were a form of defacing property, but there are lots of people that don't agree with Black Lives Matter, and there are lots of people, Black people, that don't agree. There are lots of people that, you know, have disagreements on how it should be handled and how we should approach it. But I mean, that's gonna happen, and we all don't have to get along. We all don't have to agree. Like, we all don't have to agree. That's the thing. I'm like, yeah, they're people, like conservatives. They're just people I don't like. Period. So, but if they're a conservative, and I don't like them, I'm not gonna kiss their ass because they're a conservative. Does that make sense? But if I see somebody, you know, that's a patriot, that's, you know, that really is passionate in this war that we're in right now, I'm going to try and stand by them as much as I can until maybe they prove to me otherwise. And most likely, I'm not going to call them out because that's just it depends on what they do, I guess I should say. But, you know, I just don't really put my energy into people that I don't follow. I might say what I think and then just kind of be done. But I'm not, you know, it's just a lot of energy to do that all the time. So, I don't know. What do you think? I mean, I don't think it was right for people to be like, oh, I don't think you're like an SJW if you disagree with somebody that's conservative. Like, come on, guys. Like, that's too harsh. That's like, we're not allowed to have different opinions. We're not allowed to like disagree with people, you know? You know, I mean, I think that people, you know, think that they're better people than these, you know, they like to talk about SJWs getting triggered, but conservatives get just as triggered they get just as triggered as SJWs because they're humans, right? So anybody that criticizes candidates, you know, they get fucking lambasted. Like, oh my God, why didn't you like her? Right? People always ask me that all the time. You know, they're just like, oh, you should reach out to her. I'm like, yeah, I'd rather put peanut butter in my eyes than do that. Oh, no, that's never going to fucking happen. We're never going to be the next Diamond and Silk, okay? I'd rather glue my hands to my feet than ever work with her, okay? Get it? So that's not going to happen. But you can like her. You can, you know, share her videos as much as you want, okay? I like Bethany right now. There's some people that don't like Bethany. You know, I'm going to share her and promote her and talk about her as long as I like her. But, you know, there's some people that are just going to be like, oh, well, I don't like the way that she rubbed that paint on that mural. Like, that was just so violent. I'm like, okay, well, I don't, you know, don't fucking watch her then. That's all I can say. It's not like rocket science, okay? So that's it. I just want to put my my 2 cents out there. It's okay to disagree, guys. It really is. Like, it's not going to, the movement and the spirit of what we're going through as a country, as a planet, is too strong for a few people that disagree on something to like rip it apart. Okay, so you guys got to have more faith in that, and it's okay. It's okay. Really, it's okay if people disagree. But that's it. All right, y'all. I just want to talk to you later. All right, peace and love. Bye bye.